and then they just drink that throughout the course of the day to help them to manage their diabetes. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be introducing you to another Jamaican medicinal herb by the name of chiganut. Now, chiganut is not one of the popular herbs. However, here in Jamaica and in other cultures around the world, there are persons who use this plant in their traditional folklore medicine to treat a variety of ailments, which I'll be sharing with you today. So stay tuned. Okay guys, you are now looking at a medicinal plant whose scientific name is Tournefortia hirsutissima. Now, Tournefortia hirsutissima is a part of the Bora genus plant family, and the plant genus Tournefortia. It has many common names depending on the region in which it is found. For example, here in Jamaica, it is commonly known as chiganit, and for some people, it's spelled Chiggernit, and for other persons, it is spelled Chiganit. In other parts of the world, some of the common names are nigwa, crocus bush, hog hook, chiganil, soldier vine, shrubby vine, and twinning soldier bush, among many other names. So guys, chiganut is native to Mexico, Southern and Central America, the Caribbean, as well as the southern part of the United States. The Florida Department of Agriculture has chiganut on their endangered species list. And you know, it's so rare in Florida that very few people know it. And for those who do recognize the vine, sometimes they call it chiggery grapes. In Jamaica, as mentioned before, it's not a popular herb, and there are some persons who may know the herb, but they may not necessarily be aware that it has uses in traditional folklore medicine. Chiganut can be described as a climbing wood shrub, and it has stems that can grow up to 20 feet or more in length. The vine has branches and leaves that are rough, and it also has stiff plant hairs. It blooms a white flower, and it also bears round flesh fruits that are white, and they resemble grapes. They also have a sweetish taste. Unfortunately, these plants aren't flowering or fruiting at the moment, so I don't have any footage of that to show you guys. In Jamaica, chiganut grows wildly and organically in backyards, forests, and other green spaces. Some studies have been done on the plant, and it was found to have antibacterial activity. which can prevent wound infections. It also has two compounds called palmitic acid and Y-sitosterol, which can promote healing. It has anti-inflammatory activities as well. And based on particular work that was done, a hybrid biomedical material containing ETOH extract of the plant was developed, which could be potentially useful in the healing of diabetic foot ulcerations. Extracts from the plant also showed a dose-dependent activity, which is comparable to the standard hypoglycemic drug glibenclamide. Its phosphate derivatives show apoptotic activities, which means that it can cause the body to get rid of unneeded or abnormal cells. Another thing is that based on in vivo studies conducted, the plant demonstrated hypoglycemic and anti-hyperglycemic properties in the treatment of type 2 diabetes as well. In Jamaica, persons use it for coughs, colds, fever, chest pain. They also use it for stomach ache, nervous trouble, as well as diabetes. And for coughs, colds, and fevers, persons use it both internally and externally. So both the leaves and the stems are used to make a decoction. And for coughs, the plant is also used along with sweet sop and young calabashes. In Jamaica, a bath containing the plant is used after childbirth, and the tea is also used to quote-unquote clear the system. For men who are suffering from erectile dysfunction, they also use the plant along with other plants and a dose of salts to help them to treat that problem. It's also used in Jamaican roots wine as well. In other cultures, women use the tea for labor and menstrual pain. There are some persons who use the plant as a remedy for chiggers. You know those red spider relatives that bite us and leave those itchy spots? Well, there are some persons who use the crushed leaves from the plant to alleviate the itching. Some persons also use the crushed leaves to help with skin diseases and ulcers on the mouth as well. It is also used to treat diarrhea and vomiting, and there are some persons who use the leaf decoctions as a depurative. So what that means is that they use it to cleanse the body, which in turn will help the body to excrete wastes. The leaves and roots have been used as a diuretic. So what that means is that there are persons who use it to help their bodies to get rid of fluid and salt. And there are some persons who will make an infusion of the dry stem, and then they just drink that throughout the course of the day to help them to manage their diabetes. In Mexico, there are persons who use the leaves to treat diarrhea and chafing. They also use it to wash their wounds and to treat inflammation of the kidneys. And an infusion of the stem is also used to treat diabetes. In Trinidad, they use it for hypertension, jaundice, and also to control their diabetes. In Barbados, some persons use chiganit to treat burns and sores. And in the past, persons use it to treat wounds, inflammation, and swellings. In Lucayan Archipelago, it is also used to treat dermatological problems and as an aphrodisiac. And in Hispaniola and Costa Rica, there are persons who eat the fruits. So guys, before we go any further, if you have found value in this video thus far, please go ahead and hit that like button, leave a comment, and share the video to help the YouTube algorithm to discover new audiences. There are some alkaloids called pyrrolizidine, and chiganut contains them. And there are a lot of other unrelated plants that have variations of this group of alkaloids. Some of these plants have been researched and they were found to be poisonous. The strange thing though is that the plants that contain these kind of alkaloids have been used as medicines. What this means is that us humans have been using poisons for the most part as medicines. And another strange thing is that these very same poisons are what actually makes these medicines effective. However, the key is preparation. We have to prepare these medicines in ways that destroy the disease-causing organism without bringing harm to ourselves. Pyrrolizidine alkaloids may harm us by interfering with liver function. So when we ingest these preparations made from plants containing these alkaloids, they have the potential to be more dangerous than the diseases being treated. But even so, people have used and continue to use chiganut and other plants that contain pyrrolizidine in medicines. There are other dangers associated with the use of herbal remedies. So if you would like to learn more about those, then please click on the link in the description below. Medical disclaimer. The information shared on Earth's Medicine is for the purpose of enlightenment. It is not to be used as a substitute for pharmaceutical medicine. If you are feeling ill or you have any health concerns, please speak to your doctor about same.